Maybe he could
yeah.
help.
He's willing to pay big money.
No, not him. I'm talking about the other one.
Leon.
No.
No, what? Austin Kornblatt. Well, yeah.
Kornblatt.
Yeah.
Kornblatt.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the
So-
fucking
Well,
prostitute?
he was
Keto?
trying to get the map, and then he wasn't trying to get the map, and now the map is gone. So I think that's a pretty solid line of reasoning there.
Yeah.
That's what you're going with.
Wait a minute. You're saying you want to go interview Kornblatt again? Kornblatt, he was pretty much. He seemed disinterested in the maps, but interested in underage hookers.
Okay, well, we could.
I mean, I'm not saying that the two aren't connected.
It could be risky, but we could go back to Margaret and basically kind of reveal what we know. But that might scare her off of. She'll probably get very negative at that point and be like, "You need to leave."
Yeah. She's got a big financial interest, so we need to be very careful what information we disclose to her.
And we don't have any proof or anything right now, so maybe.
Right.
Does she have any family, Margaret? Maybe we should just research her and her family.
If you'd like.
Yes.
Sure. On your smartphone, or you want to see what people posted online about them and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a research roll there, lady who actually knows how to use a computer, doesn't have to roll every fucking time for some reason. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to check in computer usage earlier, didn't I?
Yeah. You can't find really anything on her. I mean, she is a member of the Daughters of American Revolution, which is some organization of people, and she's also a philanthropist of some sort. So,
Do you want to try?
Hold on, what was that again? Say that. What was the first thing she was part of the membership of?
The Daughters of the American Revolution.
What's that?
It's some sort of organization of people who get to show off just how long they've been in this country. They're the ones that were like, we were here first after we killed those smelly natives.
Yeah, you mean you were here second. Oh, but if she's part of...
I think we should also talk with a local historian.
Yeah.
And we may be able to get more information on the Brays, and possibly even the land parcel.
Yeah.
So how would I get information on how to find a local historian? Is that a research kind of thing?
It is, but it is getting quite late, as I mentioned earlier, when you were interviewing the guy and drinking all of his whiskey. And by the way, a receptionist were 2 bottles of whiskey waiting for you, if you want to take them. Of course you did. And she showed them pick them up as they're walking by.
Andy, I'm getting a bit peckish. How about I cook us up some dinner?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay, where are we going to do that?
That's
do I have a
really
home?
good question. You don't know, and you don't know who else may live there. I think you guys all have, well, except for Kinley's person that he's spiritually taken over doesn't seem to have a family. Everybody else does. So if you want to go home, then you get to interact with your family who you may or may not know the names of because they're not written in the fucking photographs. Hello.
You just say you're
daughter?
Stakeout.
Yeah, so we need steak. Okay, so we know that
I know we're good to cook and shit.
Cynthia lives alone. We know that.
I didn't say she. Or wait, Cynthia? Yes.
Said she's got no family at all.
she doesn't have any photos of family, but does she live alone? You're not sure. If you'd like to go to her address and check it out, you can.
Do you want to try to research her also? The other person who uses computer whose name I can't pronounce.
Nobody
Also,
can.
I want to go through my wallet and look for pictures.
Oh yeah, wife, kids, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, that would be complicated.
Super complicated. My God, you've got a lot of children. 4. 4 is a lot.
Well, let's just get a hotel room and sleep over there.
Say you're just saying you're on stakeout.
Just tell them, go
last
fuck yourself, I'm divorcing you.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm going to look for a contact that says home or wife.
Oh yeah, it says home.
Yeah, I'll call home and say I'm out late tonight.
Okay. You have a really good night, honey. What time? Do you know what time you're going to be back?
It's a stakeout. No telling.
Did you take care of that thing for me? You didn't forget, did you?
I'll have to get back to you on that. Love you. Bye.
Great.
Yeah, you can tell he's going to be paying for that one later. Anyway, now you've got your address, Matt, but you actually give me a which skill would you like to use to know about Chicago? You have any kind of Chicago lore?
No.
Cool. You want to try a learn roll? Get that learn up. Yeah.
My learn.
Sure. Learn times 1, new skill.
Already maxed. No.
Yeah, no. I didn't know if you'd pick up a new skill out of it. Chicago lore, Shermer zone.
Yeah. We'll just go to my house. We'll crash there.
Okay.
Apparently I don't have anyone who loves me.
We're your family.
Yay.
You guys eventually drive to Cynthia's house. She lives in a fucking warehouse of some sort. And you go in, there's like a fucking climbing course, weapons training shit, lock picking stuff. And you're like, who is this bitch?
Bitch.
It looks like she's training to become a fucking ninja or something.
Yeah, secret ninja.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit. And talk about sex toys.
Wow. Okay. Small interlude. No. No. Actually, before we do go to bed, though, Mildred, I have some experimentation to do on you.
With the sex toys?
No, it might involve. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a fucking death sentence there.
We have a little theory going.
Yeah.
About you.
Oh no.
So just hold still while I do stuff.
What?
It won't hurt a bit, I promise.
Stop it. Tell
really? It won't hurt a bit. Just stand still.
What is it? Tell me.
We need
just
all
going to
blood.
doing some analysis on you, okay?
Okay.
Just analyzing you.
It's
I don't
want to be
no sex toys involved. For now.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
First off, he comes back. It looks like he's microwaved you up some sushi.
Ooh, nice.
Not really. Sushi's not supposed to. Anyway, yeah. You guys are eating hot sushi. It's different.
Okay.
Frozen pizza.
Detect and analyze power pattern on Yana.
Yes. And let's see. She's definitely an initiate of the pattern, and so is she.
Fuck's sake.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Kinley's going and being very careful not to fucking touch her or get too close to her personal space so she doesn't cut off any of his fingers.
Where's the other ones? Hold on.
Now, if he wants to wear a dildo on each finger while doing this, that would be even funnier.
Oh, nice.
He's got a bra on his head. As it gets weird.
Okay. Detect power chaos. Did not get
you succeeded? Yes.
Huh.
You haven't walked Logris, have you?
No.
Shit.
What's
Right.
happening?
Right.
I'm still imagining with a bra on his head and dildos on his fingers doing all this. Possibly like a spatula, on each shoulder or something like that.
All right, hold on. Few more.
Don't know why I imagine that, because I know he's not, but by God, it'd be better if he did.
I think we should search this place.
Crit. Recognize broken effect.
Yes.
Analyze broken effect. Fucking get in there.
Right. There's some. There's a fragment of soul from some sort of weird broken thing in her, and also she's in the wrong body.
Yeah.
And this body seems to be degrading more rapidly on the inside and stuff. And because her soul and her soul and her body are not at one. So she's going to be experiencing issues, bad issues.
Wow.
Well, that's interesting.
Matt, take a refill for investigating the bigger picture.
Does anyone want I can take it, coach? To heal up damage?
Now I'm imagining him like with some sort of the COVID mask on, wearing a bra on his head, dildos on his fingers.
Could you move me back to the?
Sorry. Yeah, give me a sec here.
Thank you, Sweetums.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be nice. Blur. Oh, by the way, so this is what's happening. So,
she seems alarmed.
Yeah, we had a theory that, without giving too much away, because Marcus is here.
Well, he also doesn't. None of this is going to mean much to him as long as you don't bring up what you did and stuff in the thing that one time.
What we gleaned from the same thing you did in the house, the mansion with Janice.
Yeah.
So what we believe is there is Janice that is the wall that is also possibly part of you.
Yes.
There is a second Janice.
What?
Yeah. We've got Janice, the pattern wall that's trying to protect us, and we've got Janice, the other side, the other face, who we believe is the boss of the Blue Mage. Yeah?
Yeah.
And she's trying to destroy everything. Passing chaos, two sides. And she's hiding somewhere, and we had a funny feeling it might be in you.
What?
Yeah.
Now, what was just revealed is a 6-season arc.
Well, so wait a minute.
Was that a bit too much?
Yana, could you give me a Sandy roll, please, as your family is now beginning to cause your brain to hurt and melt just a bit? And Matt, you take a card because you feel better watching her brain melt for reasons. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you are holding it together. Although you know this is all just a conspiracy to get you to talk about your feelings.
Have I finished tossing this house yet?
Yeah, you toss the house. It's pretty much like it's a PC house, if that makes any sense.
As in player character, not politically correct?
Yes. In other words, this is the kind of place that the PCs would live in if they were a lot cooler.
We're gonna need some whiskey, a lot of whiskey.
Yes.
She doesn't have any alcohol in the house, and she only has vegetarian food.
Oh.
Yeah. Hence my lord sushi.
Yes.
Nice.
Get a bottle of good whiskey.
Oh, I have questions. Like, why is there a second one? Having one kit is bad enough.
Because we know that it's the two-faced god, right? It's got to be two sides to it.
Yeah. So you think that there is the good one who is trying to like protect us?
I wouldn't say good.
Good. Not
You've got one that seems to be affiliated with Patton, and so we're guessing that one is also affiliated with Chaos. So one's being very chaotic, one wants to kind of protect and keep kind of the things as they are. The other one's trying to just burn everything.
Yana, give me a psychology roll, Yana.
Okay, I like the other one.
The trouble is, I really want to be good with this one, not that one. I'm cheering for this one, but kind of stuck if everything ended. So
yeah, I also like the other one, but like I did psychology.
The word schizophrenic comes to mind for some reason.
Yeah.
Which, your child? Mental illness? Could that possibly even be a thing?
Yeah, maybe surely not.
And what did you say at the end, that she's trying to do what and is doing it in me?
No, all we think is there is the other one, the one that we don't know that is the wall, is hiding somewhere in possibly its own kind of pocket dimension. But we gained some insight that pocket dimensions don't always just, they're not always just in a particular place. They can be in a particular person.
Oh, so that like in a dimension in me.
Maybe. That's what I was trying to ascertain, but unfortunately nothing that I did actually manage to bring up that part. We know you've got a soul of a spark, some kind of soul shard in you, but whether it's part of the pattern one or whether it's part of the chaos one, we're not sure.
Well, that happened when she was trying to create the wall. She kind of like shoots something in me.
True that, but I'm just not sure if that was the point she split.
Yeah, maybe.
So that's what we were thinking. And maybe that when she did the wall, the kind of the pattern fuse one went, I'm going to become a wall, and the chaos one went, I'm going to go with my mum.
That would make sense.
It could be possible. It's a possibility, but it also could be that because it's a shard of a soul, this could just be a small part of the wall one.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I don't want to have evil kid in me though.
Wow, that's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
Can I try to meditate and get in contact?
It's the right time to do it.
Yeah. I just want to also when we are talking about it, I kind of look inside if I feel something stir.
Give me a meditation roll. Lower is better. Full won't make it. You need at least half because you're feeling very discombobulated after Kinley's revelations. Plus
that's not good.
Yeah. No problem. I know your results. You are not going to get in contact. No.
Do you have a reroll?
No, she's fine. She's fine.
Yeah.
No. You're fine.
Have you got a reroll card or?
I'm looking. I don't have.
I've got a player's choice. I'm happy to give you for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'm going to keep it to the end. So.
Okay.
Just give me ship card back.
Shit.
Okay.
Well, keep in mind your fumble range is up to 93 or higher.
Yeah, but we just don't want the fumble. If he fails, it's one.
No, yeah. In this way. Yeah.
Come on, 30, 32 or lower, 31 or lower. We can do it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
You're feeling very at two with yourself. Two.
Oh, you suck so much.
Yeah. The question is who am I? And if there is an evil person in me, maybe I'm the evil person.
I'm thinking almost that if we can, I don't know how this is going to go, but if we can kind of get to the other Janice and chat with her, we might be able to somewhat bypass the blue mage completely.
Yeah.
Because if we can kind of reason with her, being chaotic beings ourselves, we might be able to come to some agreement.
Yeah,
or at least find some information out that means we're not just going to walk straight into his lair and be like, die, because all the traps are gone off, set up to kill you. And
yeah.
By the way, for both of you guys, a just so you're aware, the second act or whatever of that thing, which you will no doubt hear about from the gang, will come about on Saturday, May 30th. Assuming I'm not fucking in some sort of Ukrainian prison or something. So, yeah, you'll find out more information then. I apologize for the delay, but time.
What, when Chris and Pete run the extreme mod?
Yes, because of something else that somebody's got, etc., etc. They're going to get an additional scene due to stuff. Due to redacted.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so more information will be found out then. That is when the flame is put to the wick, and then everybody realizes that all this time the train's been going toward a gully, and a bridge can be built across the gully, but people are insisting on counting the coal instead. And because they haven't gotten good at bridge making, except for only 3 people have gotten good at bridge making, the coal counting is very important to the rest.
Well, I think obviously there's the fact that there's been people trying, so you can't.
They're counting coal better than anybody else. Yeah. But no. You know, in the end, Kinley, it'll all come down to you, because that's how everybody does it.
I would be fucking delighted if I was the one who created the Logris. I'd be more than happy to do it if I got my hands on the Unicorn Eye.
Oh, there you go.
The big question is a lot of people not thinking about it. It's not, can we create it? It's where the fuck do you create it? That is nearly as important, if not more important, than actually creating it.
Fear not. Stay tuned for Saturday, May 30th. In fact, I may even end up broadcasting that. I don't know. I know that Matt's down as an alt, so if you want to be there for that, Matt, and Russ has to drop for whatever reason, if you want to beg him, give him a blowjob, whatever, and then you've got his spot.
Yeah.
Then you'd be on a no-brainer for it, but,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You get to see the extra scene, assuming the PCs do it quickly enough where you get to see the extra scene. I'm making that assumption because it's fucking Pete and Chris, so they shit smashed through it.
I'm thinking 20 minutes.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
If it is, then life will go good for you.
Definitely interesting, though.
It's very gratifying to have interesting shit going on in the world. And I'd like to point out that Yana kicked off so much of this shit just from her insane shit she does.
Yeah.
That's why I think. That's why I think Kinley gets on best with Mildred. It's Kinrid.
Yes.
The Kinlid character.
Although only one person has gotten to boop her and gotten away with it.
To boop her?
Boop. When you just boop somebody's nose. She was so confused and enraged that she did not act. She just, what?
You know what? Sorry, on a quick side note, because we're doing this try. The one thing I'm still not aware of, and it's bugging the crap out of me, was who beat Chris to the second place of Logris. I cannot think which character did it.
Huh. I also don't know.
Unless it was the only other thing I can only think was maybe Scott, but I don't think he was doing all that stuff.
Scott is baby birding it.
Yeah, I know. So who the fuck else managed to get? I know it wasn't Freddie. It wasn't. No. I don't think it was Pete because he wasn't strong enough yet. Maybe I was wrong.
I really don't know. It's weird.
I don't know who. I was so surprised because I did it, and literally a week later, Chris did it, and Logan's like, "Congratulations on the third person." We're like, "What?
Yeah.
Who the fuck else did it?" So, it's someone else out there with Logris. It might be. Maybe it is Freddie because Freddie said that he could do it.
I don't know.
Lying to me.
I think he's lying too.
I'm gonna text him in a minute. You like, bitch. Told me you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys hang out eating really awful food.
Right, cool. Okay, let's get back on track.
Okay.
Do we want to skip to the next morning? Anyone else want to do anything else before we
It
hit
just
Danny?
shows you guys all three spooning in one small single bed. Morning comes.
Right. Great. While I think about this, let's just get this done before we leave the house again.
He puts the dildos back on his fingers and puts the bra on his head.
Brace yourself, Alright, here we go. I'm going in.
Don't say that with dildos on your fingers, we pervert.
Come on. Oh, is it worth a fucking...
No, you're never going to make that.
Aww.
So annoying.
Aww.
I didn't do the... Let me try the...
Or is it worth it?
Nah.
Ah, he gave up on the chaos thing.
I only have one of those a day. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to spend a hero point or something.
Oh, no.
No. See, these are good skills to try to get checks in and shit, because if you can find a logical reason, like he really wants to know what's going on inside of her, so every day he's like, and she's like, and he's like, and so it's easy to get checks in these.
And we need breakfast. So.
Yeah.
No problem. You want to try another cooking roll to get some breakfast? He summons a bottle of whiskey for his breakfast. Do you want to try another cooking roll, Marcus? See if you can make anything out of all this vegetarian garbage?
Whiskey. Whiskey.
Right. He sets fire to the kitchen in the tradition of Freddy.
Bottle of whiskey.
Nice. Thank you.
They ignore the fire that's going on that you're having trouble putting out and are drinking whiskey. They're just watching the place burning.
I like fire.
Yeah, it looks like the warehouse will burn down unless somebody.
Let's put the fire out. Let's put the fire out.
Okay. Does anybody have any firefighting type skills, or do you want to throw that pan of grease at it?
How about the whiskey? We could douse it with the whiskey.
There you go. Yeah, neither of them are going for that. They just sitting there clutching the bottle.
How about the fire extinguisher?
Okay.
Is there, in fact, a fire extinguisher? I searched.
It's a really small little one, like, hi, it's petite. So go ahead and give me your firefighting roll as you attempt to. This is an actual skill you can build up just like firemen get to. They just watch. They're just standing there watching you battling this fucking blaze. And drinking.
Fire investigation?
No, you can find out that you definitely said it if you use that skill. No, this is a new skill, so you can get a check in your learn stat if you can pull it off by rolling a learn ×1 for a new skill, firefighting, which will be useful if you adventure with Freddy. See? You pick up a new skill, firefighting.
It'd be definitely handy if you ran around with Freddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He manages to put out the fire despite Logan's best efforts. Take a check in that and a check in learn. Hooray.
You need to set kitchens on fire more often.
So you got a new skill out of it.
That was my secret plan all along.
It all worked. So after trashing the fuck out of part of this warehouse.
The important thing at least to take away here, Mildred, is that you now know this.
Yes.
So it's up to you now to find people that can work out, if not me, while you're with me, work out the whole picture.
Shit.
Okay?
Shit.
Everyone you go to, you just say, analyze me.
Yes.
Just go, every someone you go to, just go, analyze me, and slap them in the face and say, analyze.
Until they do it, yeah.
Is there a desktop or laptop computer here?
Yes, it's a Hello Kitty type.
Of course. Can we log into it? I mean, does it require a password?
Yes. Would you like to try computer use and computer hacking and succeed in both in order to get in, possibly as an air user? Yeah, unfortunately, you suck ass at computers, so yeah. You barely know how to turn it on. Your computer always gives you reverb whenever you're trying to talk on it and stuff. It's a horrible thing.
Damn.
Furthermore, it crashes Roll20.
Yes.
Yeah. This is...
Those two just sit there and watch you, and they're the only movement they're doing is they're drinking. And the scary thing is they're drinking in unison. Oh, by the way, Mildred, you haven't done your alcohol tolerance roll this round yet, or this adventure yet, and you're having a breakfast bottle. You're glad neither of them are driving.
So, I've just had some more ideas.
Oh, interesting.
She appears to be much more of a lightweight than Kinley.
Right. What's the magic in the zone?
Are you casting a spell?
Ah.
All right. I will find out. Go for magic willpower times 3. Take a check, and you don't give a shit about checks and willpower, so go ahead and roll your spell. Wow, she's fine now.
I just thought I'd get it over and done with, so she's not going to walk around drunk the whole day.
Aww.
And Logan's frozen. We've lost Marcus.
Yeah.
I'm here.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, he surrounds her with a weird golden glow, and then she looks angry.
Why do I feel things?
That's all right. You can keep drinking now. Before my thoughts go, here's the thing.
Okay.
So I've managed to analyze pattern in you, and it was you have pattern and she has pattern.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that she is obviously the pattern version of Janice, not the other one, because we think the other one's kept. So that was what came up with that analysis. But it also, you came back positive. You came back positive for Logris or Chaos, and you haven't walked to Logris, and you haven't got any Chaos items on you.
Yeah.
Right?
So
that's the important one, because that could be fucking her. Yeah. That could be the other one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
because
I wouldn't mind learning some of those.
Those are things that you will get to as you progress in a tree. Unfortunately, we cannot teach you those things. You need to progress naturally in that tree.
Yeah.
The way to get those things is if you slam all of your skill whoring into your basic shadow walk, and one of them gets a crit, and you just keep doing that adventure after adventure after adventure, and then eventually you'll get a crit, and you'll get the next thing up, and then you start slamming into those adventure after adventure. So it's the difference between being a generalist and being a specialist. If you're a generalist, you're never going to get up to higher shit in your trees.
How do you expel a pocket dimension out of a person?
Go to a no magic zone?
Nah.
It's probably higher magic, so it probably that's really high magic, that stuff. So
it's beyond magic.
I tried the meditation again because it's a morning.
Damn it.
She's calmed down now. She's calmed down.
She has calmed down a bit. Let's see if it helps.
Go, Yana, go.
Success?
You barely feel, you're kind of meditating, you're like, the whiskey, God, you're not having a conversation with anything, you just feel so angry.
Can I bolster it by trying to cast calm on her to calm her down?
Unfortunately, I believe you have to slap her to get her calming down, and I don't think that will have the desired effect.
But that's the part of the spell. Come on.
Goes up, starts slapping her around. Calm down. She's like, I was just standing here. Calm down. Starts shaking her roughly. You're too excited.
Interesting way to use a spell.
Okay.
Stop being over emotional. Alright. Okay. If we stay here for a couple of days, I'll do my best to try and analyze that chaos on you.
I think it has to be her because I don't how else I would have chaos in me.
It's amazing how many people have chaos in them and they don't realize, like Freddy.
Oh.
That was some funny shit.
Freddy's like, what? Fucking chaos at me? And they're like, you do that.
Wow.
That's what you get for those weird sex parties he goes to. So,
right, let's get back on track.
Yeah.
We've got to solve this map thing. Okay. So, it's a new day. We've had breakfast. We need to work out how we're going to work out where the map went.
Yeah.
Could we hiss up local, or have we already done this, local cartographers and stuff, or maybe even some kind of like backstreet dealers, like black market type people that might know of someone who's trying to get rid of a map on the download?
Well, we also could go see a local historian, and yes, I have streetwise skill.
Unfortunately, Streetwise is limited to illegal shit. If you wanted to find a historian, that'd be more of like Chicago City lore type skills.
It is illegal shit. It's people.
Yeah, I was talking about helping Maddie. Or Cindy.
Cool.
Am I muted?
No, I'm trying to figure out exactly what you're trying to find.
Well, actually, the problem here is the people that potentially sell this map are probably not looking to sell it on. They don't want it out in the public. They want it locked. They want it gone.
Oh, you get a let's see, lead investigator. That's you, Yana. Yeah. Your phone starts ringing. It says LT period on it.
Oh shit. Hi.
He says, "Is that any way to answer your phone, officer?"
Yes.
Huh. All right. Well, get down to the Atlantic Wall.
Why?
Body drop there. Some sort of art store. They sell maps and shit, and there's maps involved, and you guys are dealing with maps. So there may be some overlay. If there is, put it in your report. If there isn't, pass it off.
Okay. How are you? Are you good?
He just hangs up on you. You're muttering. Take a card, Yana.
Oh, love it.
Okay.
How are you?
We have a body at address blah.
To the car.
Yes.
To the demon steed.
You guys all head down to the Demon Steed and over to the Atlantic Wall. It is indeed an art store, and they do sell maps and stuff there. And here are some pictures of this stuff that may or may not be useful. Ta-da. The dead guy is in the first of the pictures. Here, I'll make it so you guys... Now, let me read off some description here. According to the local police that are there waiting for you, like uniformed cops and stuff, they're like, "This is the owner of the store. His name's Stuart Zupko. You can call me Frank. This is Stuart Zupko. He's a cartography student. He got his first burglary conviction a decade ago," he says. "Unfortunately, he's dead. But we've uncovered several maps." He shows you the maps. All the maps from the library are there, including the Bray map, although the Bray map is the only one that's been laid out. The rest are just rolled up and stuff. No signs of a break-in. Zupo's body is close to the map, and he was shot in the chest.
What? So he was killed, and then the map was just left.
Yes.
But what if they just like change the map or like?
That's what I'm thinking. I reckon this one's fake. I
I'm
reckon
gonna
they
call
doctored
for
it.
Yeah.
Call for some uniforms to secure the scene.
They already are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon they've doctored this, so it's now they want it to be found. They've left it where they know it's going to be found because there's bloody murder here. And this one will be doctored to the point where it does does actually give the people ownership to build their casino. Where the
real... would my skill of cartography have any bearing on being able to determine that?
You can give me a cartography roll and a forgery roll.
Let's all try.
Sure.
For the hell of it.
Damn it, he says. I hate this. It makes me unhappy to look at this map. But he picked up a new skill, forgery. The ink looks a little bit off.
I think we are right.
Is forgery an actual skill in the written? Is it, oh, no.
Actually, I will also allow a sketching drawing roll if you want to know more stuff. Unfortunately, nobody knows how to do sketching, I guess.
I do.
Freddie was here.
Ooh.
Not well enough, though.
Perfect. Yana, you can tell that this is definitely... Wow, with your fumble, I will negate your earlier result. Yes, this is the real map. This is so real it hurts. Yes, indeed.
Previous.
Oh, yeah. Well, with your art lore, this is the correct map. Yeah, because art lore is the perfect... Kinley agrees with you entirely. Marcus, however, is like, this is not right. And you guys are like, shut the fuck up. This is the real deal.
I'm the investigator. I know what I'm saying. It's the real map.
I think we need to get Mr. Winthrop over here.
Maybe.
Take a card as you quickly solve the argument. Right. Mr. Winthrop does not come out. He sends like an actual guy who does this as opposed to bureaucrat. And the guy checks it out.
You're gonna fucking fail because you're rolling for it.
Yeah. He's checking it out and he goes, well, according to my years of trail, no, he still made it, but just barely. He says, the maps, like the one from Smythe's Virginia, the book that you guys saw earlier, they were printed on copper plates, engraved onto copper plates, and then printed on a press. This map is smooth. The real deal is rough. And he's over there going, yes, I was right all this time. And they're like, fuck you, we still don't believe you. It should be smooth. And so he says, in my belief, I'd have to do more testing on is somebody washed off an image from a really old paper, because you need old paper to put this on, and then printed the map onto it to make a forgery.
Can you do that for us and find out what was on here?
That will take a lot of time, and I may never find it. I don't know.
It's probably not relevant. They probably just took whatever old paper they can find.
That would be my guess as well. Take a card. He nods like, oh yes, this individual is true.
It could have been something important. You don't know. But anyway, okay, fine. Right, so we still don't have the original then. But then, do we know if this was the one that was taken? Is there any way that you can tell if this is the one that was taken from the museum, the library?
He says, we presume that we have the correct thing at the library, but that was given long before my time. I never personally saw it.
I know, but is there any way you can see if this is the one that was taken from then now?
I have no idea how I'd verify that. All we have left is internet.
Okay,
internet picture.
Let's do the superimpose then.
All right.
Let's use the thing. Put this up. Overlay the projected image, and we'll match it together.
You don't even have to go that far. You just excuse me. You look at the river location. This one shows that the casino is definitely on Indian land.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Right. So this has been put out there on purpose to verify they're wanting to build their casino, and this will allow them to do that.
Yeah.
Now you guys are to the fucking hard part, which once you find out the answer, you'll be like, that was fucking stupidly easy. And yeah. Now the guy who died here, he owned the art store. Pretty much. That's it.
So let's check his. He's dead now, so he's got no rights.
He was a burglar / thief.
Yeah. Can I get that rap sheet?
They give you the rap sheet. He apparently, when he was young, like 10 years ago, he got caught, and then if he continued with his life of crime, he got a lot smarter up until very, very recently.
Okay, but what did he get caught doing?
Breaking and entering.
Where?
Some rich guy's house. Sir,
So
not appearing in the story.
Nothing that intersects with the case then.
No, sir, not appearing in the story.
But he still owns a business. In other words, so he still has a business. He still has financials and stuff like that.
You guys dig into him. You're not you do find that he has recently deposited a decent amount of money, like $30,000 in his bank account. But
yeah, that's a decent amount.
Yeah, but it doesn't say, there's no like in the ledger thing for helping so and so do crime.
Yeah, but okay, but still paper trail.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. Well, there's no paper trail. It's just he brought cash to the bank and said, "I would like to deposit this." Because when you own a business, you can.
I'd like to search the premises.
You find nothing else of relevance to the case.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to search his residence.
It'll take a while.
We can get to that later.
On suspicion of connection, is there any way we can get a warrant for financial records for Margaret to see if she withdrew $30,000 from any account she owns?
It's unfortunately your evidence you've got currently for getting a warrant for that is too thin, and she is too prestigious. I mean, if it was somebody like the woman with no name, they might give you a warrant just on general principles.
But she's by far the biggest motive.
Yeah.
Just because her family could possibly make millions and millions of dollars is no motive to kill somebody.
I'm not saying she did it, but she...
Or had it done. Conspiracy, whatever.
Well, we have two prime suspects. The one who would benefit from the casino being on Indian land, and her.
I think it's
so
her.
We need to.
Yeah,
I think we need to pursue both, though.
Well,
especially since the one guy really looked like he was very nervous and trying to hide something.
But that was probably because they are cheating at the games.
Yeah, they own like casinos. They're probably nervous when any cops come around, and especially when they're cheating at the games, like Mildred said. I think they're just happily benefiting off of this bitch's schemes.
Mm.
You want to blackmail her?
No.
Good idea.
Good thought, but no.
Where are you guys at right now?
Somewhere private.
Fine, you're sitting in your car.
No, we're in the store, but the uniforms haven't showed up yet.
They've been there.
Right?
Who do you think was briefing you when you got there? His name was Frank. Well. He even gave his fucking name. Nobody cares about Frank. I see how it is. Fucking Frank.
I like Frank.
So you guys are sitting in your car talking about possibly blackmailing her.
Right. So she has this land that she realizes will be really, really valuable once the casino gets built. Then she gets wind that there is this Hull guy who's trying to stop the building of the casino by using her grandfather's map as evidence that it's not on Indian land. She then goes, shit, I look to lose a load of money. Yeah. So what do? I hire this guy to steal the real map.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I need somebody who can forge it.
And then I get someone to make a really good forgery of the map, but with the slight change, because that would then cement the claim.
Yeah.
So it wasn't good enough just to steal the map. So the claim was kind of like, because that would probably tie things up for a lot. You know, there's no real evidence, but there's no evidence securing it. If there's evidence securing that it's definitely on Indian land, then they get the immediate kind of go ahead.
Yeah.
So she gets someone. So who does she get to forge the map?
Yeah.
We need to find that person. We need to find someone who's very good at forging.
Right.
Oh,
everybody give me streetwise rolls. It's easier than you think now.
I will be happy to do that. I just want to point out that we could maybe examine some of the stock in the store to see if it looks like it's been forged.
This is beyond your expertise, as was apparent from your earlier rolls. Kinley, you know just the guy. He specializes in old maps and shit. There's one in the fucking city. He's
there you go.
Really good and really old.
Let's go and see the really good old guy.
Cool. Move your hand back down to 4 cards, and
I'm using training time because my skills are not high enough.
We'll go down to 3 cards. Then you're all good. Oh yeah, one session, fucking Matt got so many goddamn skill ups. I thought it was a new fucking occupation. Okay, you guys go and have a chat with this guy. Who pretty much, as soon as you get there, his name is Franco Delamasi. And as soon as you pretty much show up, he tell him you're looking into the maps and you know that he's the guy who can forge stuff. He's like, I'm totally willing to cut a deal. You get it to me in writing, I will flip on that bitch because I didn't know bodies were going to start dropping. I've heard at least a couple of them. I'm happy to. In fact, I have the original map. I gave her a forgery. I kept an extra forgery as well. Just because, you know, when you start running them off, it's pretty goddamn easy. So, yeah. And here is the picture of her being charged for her crimes. She is now sad.
Oh, no, poor you.
Another rich lady. She ends up serving 18 months and gets out on good behavior. Because look how white she is. Come on.
Don't worry. I think Mildred will be back to finish her off.
She shows her walking into her house, and Mildred's like, hello. All right. So, yeah, you guys have solved that. Now you were in your free time.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys solved that pretty fast, actually. I'm very impressed.
Good.
Yeah. In fact, I'll move you guys back here. Please discard as many cards as you want and refill your hands. It was a prestige mod because, and Matt, you and Mildred got some extra cards. She brought up the valuable, and he needs somebody to forge it. And Matt walked through the crime step by step, which was very, very nice.
Cool.
So you guys got extra cards, but now everybody can discard any cards they don't want and refill their hand.
Okay, I'm going to take 2. I got another victory. Right.
Don't cover up my square pants board in the head guy. Look at him. He's all sad and confused. He's like the PCs when they don't know what's going on.
I'd like to be there and do that.
Nail board to your head? Oh, that. Okay, sorry, that card. Yes, good. Enjoy.
Nice.
What was it? 1d3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you have the next larger dice card right now and spend it on, then you're up to a D4.
Yeah, and have you already taken your refill?
Huh?
Have you already taken your refill?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to disseminate opponent.
I have not. Oh, just not taking it yet, but just now you know.
No, that's fine. Hopefully, as long as you don't get anything bad. But no, that's fine. I will put those across to you, Yana.
You have any questions on how that been there, done that card works?
I would take 3 more for my dissemination.
No, it seemed pretty self-explanatory.
Cool.
I raised my sanity up to max 99, right?
No, that's not how it works. Okay, put your sanity back to whatever it was. The D3.
Dude, I trolled you. I trolled you.
Stop trolling, Logan. Yeah, I always recommend it human gore gross out, because once those get maxed out, then you only have to worry about things like shape shifting, demon form, avatar form, Kinley haunting you, things like that.
I'm going to play obscure knowledge on strength.
God
Do you have the ability to look at my character sheet while we're in game here, Logan?
No, I'm just guessing. Right. What's your strength up to now with your obscure knowledge?
153.
So 153, so you're still like 17 points away from your next strength bump? Thank goodness. Yeah, I mean, you're already knocking people through walls and shit. It's getting ridiculous. It's like, all right, pick up the motorcycle and throw it at him. Fuck you!
I do have a hold card, people, so if anything really particular comes up that's worth doing that. Oh, actually, should we hold card the... You can hold card victories, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have another victory?
I gave one to Yana.
Yeah.
So I would definitely hold card in our victory. Yeah. Then you got 3 victories fucking locked away.
Let's rate this victory train. Yeah. Right, put it down, and I'll put the whole card down, Yana.
Where?
Just put it down like by the what's his? I can't think of his fucking name now. SquarePants and
SpongeBob.
Nah, yeah, but what's his mate, the starfish's name?
I don't know. I've never watched it.
It's gonna bug me now.
Okay.
I know it's
first world problems.
I know his snail is called Gary.
Of course. Somebody got paid for that too. Is the big problem there.
Nice.
I'm sure someone's sitting out there now going, "It's this."
It's probably like Felix the Cat, and it was all like. Concept was all by like somebody strung out on drugs.
The old days when you could do a lot of cocaine.
Patrick,
there you go. Okay, so right, you guys are still in these bodies. You've still got your car. You've still got none of your normal adventuring gear, as you never do when you start new bodies. And nobody's been smart enough to hide any trump cards in Shermer ever. So what do you want to do now?
Yeah.
The Shermer zone, you're actually in Chicago, just to be clear. Although Shermer, Illinois is like 45 minutes away, because everything seems magically 45 minutes from each other in Illinois.
But there's still a Clem's here, right?
Actually, the Clem's is like 3 hours away in St. Louis, but yes.
Does Clem's work though? Because it was chaotic last time.
It's better. It's not... It's usable, but it's still a bit randomy.
Okay, I don't want to end up underwater.
No.
Yeah, that happens.
Under the sea, under the sea.
That is no bueno.
There'll be no more accusations, just happy crustaceans under the sea.
Oh shit, I just realized something. I'm going to be a bitch. Sorry. Full retrieve on the obscure knowledge.
You bitch.
130, 140, 54.
This is called really laser focusing in on skill. This explains why he has such a high strength skill. It's like whatever it fucking takes.
Well, there's a chance we could lose that card.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway, so,
Plus, you've already got 3 extra victories, so everybody's getting at least 6 hero points.
Which is sexy.
Nice.
Yeah, 6 is
all we need is someone
good.
to get amazing greed at the last pip now, and then you'll be like,
oh yeah, amazing greed would be the shit.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, we could either drive 3 hours to Clem's, or I could try and shadow walk us out of here if we want to go to a different zone.
Yeah.
Question is, we really should try and use this time now to try things out.
Yeah.
What, like bridge building?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Or we could just murder people.
Did you really forget your analogy you literally just gave, Logan?
No, I was like, I'm wondering what's going to be done.
Well, again, there's not a lot that was kind of. There was a couple of things that came up in certain chats that we could try out.
Okay.
It could be interesting to do though, because it could be
Yeah.
dangerous.